Welcome technicians. Today we look into how to handle spills. So spills are very common in any of the laboratory, hospitals and all. So we have to look at how to manage it. Okay. What the spill means? Spill is nothing but accidental or operational release of any toxic material or infectious material to the environment. Environment here means not the environment per se, but to your work area. Okay. The release of these chemicals or infectious material into your work area is always hazardous. Okay, so for that reason we call it as a spill. Okay, now the spill material can be a solid or a liquid or even a gas also. Like for example, if it is happening in the laboratory, especially where blood products are kept, so it may be like your packet cells may get broke, and it may spill over this thing. Vacuum might fall off and spill over the floor. Then the reagents which you are using, it may fall down and spill over. So all these things comes under the huge area of spillage. Okay, now spillage can be a major spill or a minor spill. Now there is no actual difference between objective difference between a major spill and a minor spill, but we can have a rough idea, something like if the total area, the total diameter of the spill, if it is more than 10 centimeter, then we can call it as a major spill. Or if the spilled item is very toxic, or it's which is not manageable by the routine staff and all, so even during those times also we can put it as a major spill. Okay, gases, toxic chemicals, okay, all these things we can put it as a major spill. And whenever major spill happens, you have to activate the code orange, third floor laboratory, code orange, third floor laboratory, like that. So you have already learned about how to activate the alarms, right? So call 7777 and then activate code orange, place and floor, right? 3 times you have to do, and that is how you are going to handle it, right? So when this is happening, and if the item is not very toxic, or it is just a body fluids or something like that, so please don't stand alone. Okay, don't be a bystander. Okay, be an active part of the whole code. So you just see what and all the area which this spillage has covered, and try to put a caution board so that the others don't walk on it, or prevent others from moving into the area. If there is a need to evacuate, make sure that all other staffs leave the area, and then you can help the incoming staff who can manage the spills exactly what material has fallen down, what can be done, which area it has fallen, and what sensitive materials are there in that particular area. So all these things you can explain. So make sure that you are there. So be the active part of the code than the passive part of the code. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, so if it is a major spill, then we all know the staff will come and they will manage the whole. But if it is a minor spill, then you need to take care of it. So whenever you need to take care of it, you have to know something about the spill kit. Okay, so what are the contents that is present in a spill kit, and how you are going to manage this particular type of spill. Okay, so for example, so what are the contents? So first and the foremost thing, we start with the cap, the goggles, the mask, then body gowns, and then heavy duty gloves. Okay, these are all the PPE kits which will be present inside the spill kit, which you should be able to wear it. Okay, and then we have a measuring jar, a bottle of tap water, or even sometimes we keep 5% hypochlorite also, then a sprayer, a yellow dustbin bag, the red dustbin bag, and the broom and the dustpan. Okay, these are even the adsorbent material also will be present inside it, like either a tissue paper or a proper adsorbent paper, or adsorbent material also will be present within the spill kit. Okay, now what you need to do whenever there is a minor spill, first identify the whole area where the spill has actually happened. Okay, so now put the caution board in and around the area. Ensure that nobody trespasses the area and everybody keeps away from the area. Okay, So then put on first the gown. So total gown from body gown you put on, and then you put on the cap, then the mask and the goggles. So and the third you put on the shoe covers and the gloves. In that order only you try to put it. Now once you have put on the complete PPE, now put the adsorbent pads all over the spill area, okay, so that the adsorbent material can absorb those chemicals. Now spray the hypochlorite solution. So you need to prepare the hypochlorite solutions here. So usually what we use is a 5% hypochlorite solution in our laboratory. So you have to add 1 part of hypochlorite solution and 4 parts of water and directly pour it into the sprayer, and once this thing you shake a bit and then you start spraying it on the adsorbent material, okay. So spray judiciously, okay, don't be shy about how much you spray and all. Try to spray judiciously so that the adsorbent material becomes reasonably wet, okay. Now after that wait for 20 minutes, okay. So once the 20 minutes are over, so use the broom and the dustpan, segregate all the adsorbent material on the dustpan and then put it into a yellow colored garbage bag. And then if any plastic material or a glass material, broken glass material and all is there, so if a plastic material is there, you have to put it into red color garbage bag. If broken glasses are there, then you may have to put it into the blue color bag, okay. So depending upon what is the material that is present, that also you have to take care. Now once all the adsorbent material has been removed, now mop the area clean, use the soap water or the disinfectant solution and clean the whole area, allow the area to dry, and once everything is dried and it is as good as the previously before this thing, then remove the caution signs, okay. Now once that is been done, now you have to remove your this thing also. So remove the cap, remove the gloves, remove the mask, remove the whole body gun. All these things also you have to put it into yellow colored and the red colored garbage bin as per the schedule, this thing, okay. So for example gloves and all you are going to put it into the red color bin, whereas the mask and the caps and all you are going to put it into the yellow colored bins along with that. So you can mark on the garbage bin as it's a spilled content, okay. So now once you have done all these things and you have sent the garbage bins to the respective biomedical waste area, find exactly what has happened, why such a thing has happened. Like try to find the root cause of it so that you can make a correction in the future to avoid such a thing, and if possible always document it and inform the HICC about it, okay. So this is how you are going to manage the minor spills. You need to do a little bit of drill, you need to practice it, because majority of the times when it actually happens, many people will miss or don't understand or try to do it all by the without using the PP and all. So such thing should not happen. So you need to do the drill to understand it, okay. Now apart from that, there is another important thing is also involved here that everybody should know is the MSDS. MSDS stands for Material Safety and Data Sheet, okay. Now every chemical that is being used in the hospital, whether it in the laboratory, whether it is in the OT or something, so there is a MSDS sheet that is available with that particular chemical. This is called Material Safety and Data Sheet. Now what this sheet is going to tell is what type of chemical it is, like chemically what is the material that is present, what are the physical properties of that particular chemical, then what is type of hazard it may produce, what first aid measures you need to take, and if any spill happens, how it has to be disposed of. So like that, there are many informations of that thing that will be present in the Material Safety and Data Sheet. So you have to have a separate file of MSDS for each of the chemicals that you are using in your laboratory, okay. So some of the common hazard pictograms that is present on the MSDS sheet is that, see, this is the indication of that the particular chemical in question is flammable, means it will not catch flame by itself, but if there is a fire nearby, this chemical is going to catch it very fast. So that is what is this flammable symbol is going to tell you. Now this caution symbol is going to tell that the particular chemical is hazardous to skin, eyes and all, okay. So you have to be careful. Now this is a cylinder where this is indicates that the particular chemical and the content in the chemical is under pressurized container. Okay, so you have to be careful when you are opening and all. So this is a indication of pressurized container. Now this is the indication of corrosive material, means if it falls on any iron or any this thing, that area will get corrosed, or if it falls on your hand, it is toxic to your hand, so it may burn or something. So that is what this corrosive indication is going to tell you. Now this is an indication that the particular material is explosive. Okay, means when you try to open or do something nonsense with it, there is a possibility that it may explode. Okay, that is what this symbol is going to tell you. Now this skull and bones is going to tell that the particular material is a poison. Okay, so it is toxic to your skin, toxic to your eyes, toxic on ingestion. So all these things it is going to tell in this skull ka hazardous symbol. Okay, whereas this one is the indication that the particular chemical is hazardous to the environment, means you should not put it into the into commode or put it into into water or anything like that. Okay, so that is what is the environmental safety precaution is put. So like this there are various such pictograms are present. Individually, you have to know at least few of them, so that you know exactly what the type of hazardous material you are going to deal with it. Okay, now how to give first aid when you get exposed to it. First and the foremost thing, we have a big on a table that has been placed above the urine section, where we have discussed about what chemical, what type of exposure, what needs to be done. For example, if it gets exposed to eye, what you have to do. If it gets exposed on the skin, what you have to do. If you have if somebody by mistakenly swallows it, what has to be done. So like that, individually we have discussed each of the first aid things that has to be done for each of those chemicals, normally used chemicals. Okay, the general use is rule is that whenever such a thing happens, always wash with plenty of water. Okay, plenty of water, remember that. Okay, not like how you do a hand wash, but instead wash it with a plenty of water for 10-15 minutes at a stretch. Okay, after that always see the clinician. Like for example, if it has happened to your eyes, go to the ophthalmologist, show it to the ophthalmologist. If it has happened on the skin surface, go to the skin specialist, show it. If by chance you have ingested it or anything like that, or inhaled it, go to the physician and show that such a chemical you have got exposed like this. Okay, so that is very important. Now another important thing you need to remember is the eye wash. Okay, this is the eye wash we normally use in our laboratory. Okay, how to use this is also very important. Now it is always filled with water, clean distilled water. We always fill it and keep it. Okay, all you have to do is just open this yellow color cap. Once you open the cap, there is a socket here. You put the affected eye in that. Open the lids, important. Okay, not like closed lid. You have to open the eyelids and then press the down container area. Okay, once you press it, the water will gush into the socket. It will wash the eye, and whatever washed water is there, that will all fall from the exit pipe. Okay, so this is how you use the eye wash. So you open this cap, put your eye into the socket, then press the bottle and make sure that you open your eyelid, so that it will properly clean the cornea and the scleral area of the eyes. Okay, after that make sure that you see the ophthalmologist. Okay, now another one important spill which is every laboratory personnel should know is the mercury spill. Now there is no mercury in our laboratory, so mercury spill is not possible in our laboratory. Even then, you should know. So first and the foremost thing, whenever mercuries are present either in the BP apparatus or in the thermometers and all. Okay, apart from that, usually mercury spill is not very common now, and now all the BP apparatus and these things have been replaced with the digital thermometers and digital BP apparatus and all. But still you should have a rough idea how to manage it. Okay, so only one person should remain in the room, all other people should leave. Okay, try to open all the windows so that the air becomes more and more diluted. Okay, if you are going to make sure that you are going to handle the mercury spill, remove all your jewelry. Okay, that is one very important thing, because mercury reacts with gold jewelry and it will totally destroy the jewelry. For that reason, you have to remove all the jewelry. Okay, wear the complete PPE. It is not there in this point here, but do remember, wear the complete PPE from cap to shoe cover to complete heavy duty gloves and all. And with the help of a light source like a torch, with an angle of the torch, you try to search where these mercury beads are sitting, and slowly you collect it into a small either a urine container or a bottle or something slowly. Now once you collect all of them, tightly put it into the container, and then talk to the HICC or to the store people exactly what to do, because mercuries cannot be disposed into any of the dustbins. You should never do that. Okay, so the store people or the HICC people will talk to the vendors or the people who are involved in manufacturing such an instrument, and see whether they can take it back, or they will do what is necessary to do. But mercury things should never be disposed into any of the dustbins, so that is very important. Okay, I hope you are able to catch the whole thing, how the spills are handled. Thank you.